Hello. Hello. Good morning. Oh, jeez. What's up with my voice today? Ohayo gozaimasu, minasan. Konbanwa, konnichiwa. Irashai. Good morning, good afternoon. Hope you are having a nice day. Wherever it is you are. I didn't say it like usual, so I felt wrong. So like, okay, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Wherever it is you are, hope you're having a nice day. Here we go. Okay. Today, once again, I'm gonna be studying. Okay, hold on. Music was loud and hold on. 1 second. Okay, sorry about that. But yeah, let's just jump into it, I suppose. Not much else to do, mister. Oh yeah, because what you want to see is obviously my tissue. Oh yeah, we finished this page. Stretches. You're late, Phantom. I'm already set up. Free. Fine. Okay, good morning. Good Ohio. Good Cleveland. Oh, jeez. I've been here the entire time. You've been waiting for like 12 minutes. It took me to set up. No way. I did, in fact. Okay. Sorry about that. Took me longer than usual today because there was something wrong with the milk. Basically. And well, I lost track of time for a moment there because I was listening to a song. You cannot see it right now, but I'm stretching my legs. And a final one for the back. There we go. No, I don't need this. God damn it. It's hard. God damn it. Actually, without my headphones, you can see my messy morning ass hair. Okay, cool. My messy ass morning hair. Not morning ass. Although mornings can be ass sometimes. Anyway. Thanks for looking out for me, Phantom. At the end of the day, even though it's like, haha, fuck you, it's probably a good thing to do for my health. And I appreciate that. Even though I do complain, as I should. はい。ということで、今日の練習始まりましょう。はい。7年。6枚。6ヶ月。5ヶ月。You kidding me as in shades as opposed to what? Actually, speaking of that, 10日, someone actually is doing. I was talking to a friend yesterday, and they basically also were looking out for me, and they told me to stop with the coffee. Because I told them how one of these mornings I didn't have coffee and I was feeling bad, like halfway through the stream. Harder to pay attention and stuff, and I'm like, you better stop before it's too late, because I just started. I've been drinking coffee every morning for the past month or so. And like, do not do that. If you wanna wake up at 7 every morning, you're gonna have to get your body used to it, and coffee, depending on coffee every time, is gonna make it so you're dependent on coffee and an obsessive substance, and it's just, you know, damn. Hatsuka. Oh, yeah, 20. Wake up. Go to sleep earlier, turn off your screens ahead of time. So, Phantom, what I didn't do, because I sleep with my headphones, listening to stuff. Depends on the day, really, stream or music. I actually cover my PC screen with this jacket. I put it like on top of my PC, my laptop, like that. And yeah, usually I try to go to sleep at 11:30 or midnight, but I should just call it a day at 11, and in the time it takes me to actually fall asleep between 11 and 12, I'll probably sleep like 7.5 hours or so, if not 8, which is a very reasonable amount. You need 4日 fourth day, 2枚 7枚 3月 We call it at 10:30 and for 8, not 7. You're right. I've always had this stupid. In my family, we always have dinner at 10, sleep at 12, if not 1 a.m., wake up at 8, and my mom was always on coffee, my sister was always on coffee, and I'd sleep all the way until I get into school on my 1-hour bus ride. And that's how I grew up. So right now, making habits for myself has been tough. But hey, I managed to stream every morning, so that's something. Gomai, Sanmai, Yoka. This is 8th day. 8ヶ月. But yeah, you're right. I should probably start calling a day, saying goodbye to everyone at 10:30, and 11 be on bed without screens, and already fall asleep. It's a rough time. Yeah, I can see that. It's funny because one talks about coffee and it's like, oh, it's the most normal thing. The one doesn't ever compare it to alcohol or smoking, right? Ichimai, hachimai, yonmai, jumai, atsuka, ei. So yeah, no, I should probably, it's right. You guys are right. Like, I've been dependent on it this past month. I can no longer do it. Like, don't get me wrong, as a drink I still really like it, and I'd still go for an afternoon coffee with anyone, like a friend, I don't know, a date or something. Like, that's great, but every morning as an actual wake me up substance is not what I should aim for. And once in a while, maybe if I have to pull an overnight until like 3 a.m. working on a project because I'm a fucking idiot and I mismanage my time, well, sure. Drinking a coffee or two to help me get to that point, that one night is okay. But again, I should never reach that point in the first place. Yeah, good thing. I mean, I'm glad I'm realizing these things when I'm 22 and I can still fix them. I'm sure there's still like bad habits that will haunt me on my 40s and my 50s. Like, I know my back is gonna be killing me because I've always had the most awful posture sitting. And because of my fucking job working on PCs every day, but you know, well, it's to be job eventually. Isatsu, nisatsu, sansatsu, yonsatsu, osatsu, rokusatsu, nanakosatsu, nanasatsu, hasatsu, gyusatsu, jusatsu. I'm sure. Yeah, no, the thing is, you can see me, like, even if I'm usually normal like this, I have bad eyesight, so I tend to go forward. And when I'm writing paper notes all the time, I do tend to get close. But hopefully, because it's a common thing, by that time they have some magical wonder heal your back medicine or something. It's not gonna happen, is it? Okay, so we have, for people, cylindrical objects, usually drinks. Thin objects for like papers, and today's bound objects like books. What other bound? Yeah, no, I'm not assuming. I'm just not even hopeful, just wishful. But I know it's not gonna happen. I'm very realistic when it comes to many things. And okay. Satsu, come on. Hisatsu. Nisatsu. Nisatsu. Sansatsu. Sansatsu. I gotta get used to not writing tsu as in TSU in my keyboard, but just as TU, because it's faster and easier and I make less mistakes. Nyansatsu. Yo, Seth, good morning. How's it going? Welcome, welcome. You on work? You on a break? What's up? Hope you're having a nice day. Also, hope your scores come out okay. From my understanding, today they released the final exam test and results. So good luck with that. I'm also scared as fuck. That's it. Hasatsu. Cues. I have a feeling he opened up to say hi, but it's still working. And I respect it. Thank you. Jusatsu. Okay, we added the counters. There you go. ということで、今日は2022年1月11日、今は8時47秒、いや、47分、7分。今はあと55秒ぐらい。今日は日本語の勉強30日目。もう1ヶ月ですよね。いいな。ちゃんと勉強していました。これからもいっぱい勉強しています。勉強していきます。So I was just saying the date and everything, and we're basically at the 1 month point. I've been swimming Japanese studies for like a month already, straight without stopping. There was one morning I didn't swim, but I made it up at night. And there was one day I did an extra swim to Route BN2. Speaking of which, the BN2 route is very, very slowly moving forward, but moving along nicely. It's just very, very slowly, because I had to manually check 5-frame windows, like many, many times. Congrats on dying. Thanks. Dying on what? Oh yeah! Axel's run. Carl died twice in a day? Because of Kumari? Do you think he was about to buck me as well? 今日の漢字練習始まりましょう。漢字練習。I've been close. Yeah. If only base didn't tank it like that, and the draws were a bit better. Yeah, no, Axel's run was great. I love it. Like, I respect the fuck out of Axel. My guy has been running BN2 for 2 or 3 years, with some stops because he was moving and he was being an actual person, which I respect even more. And he finally did it. Knowing Kamari will eventually take away that world record. But right now, Axel is the world record holder, and he deserves it. I'm proud. Deserve it to advance or follow or continue or to. Then Rich will pop in for his first year. Yeah, actually, Rich will run any percent. I actually double checked with him the title screen, audio, and visual cues I'm using. Well, actually, he helped me come up with it. Well, we kind of sat down and decided it so that he can use it. Yeah. Good stuff. Oh, this is to rouse up. Not rouse up. Rile up. Stir up. Stir up. But yeah, no, you know. Yeah, no, but Rich wants to do 80%. He's currently learning being 180%, and he sent me a message at 1:43 a.m. Yeah, Rich, because I'm gonna be awake at 1:43 a.m. I responded this morning. Okay. I feel like if as long as I get to this stirred up, riled up, kind of fired up emotion of usually anger and or motivation, that should be good, right? And that's exactly what I remember. Ba as in place, location, yeah. Wealth, good fortune. In fact, nowadays you'll see this kanji a lot because there's this New Year's fortune that you take on your first visit to the shrine on the 1st of January, and they usually come with this and another kanji beforehand for like big luck, good luck, medium luck, right? And this is kind of that luck, that fortune in a way. So rather than good luck, what I should be calling this is good fortune. But when I was learning this kanji, I know that kanji. But yeah, so that's a fun fact. If you ever go to Japan and draw one of these, this means good luck. But if it has something like a big to the left of it, it's even better luck, or something like that. VIP, or like really important guest. Oh, this is to rob. Lock, mega lock, giga lock, secret lock. Ken, perfection. I don't know why I felt so compelled to do that voice. Quasi. Galactic lock. I'm not good as an announcer. Yeah, but you know. Imagine, I don't know, like the Gumball, the guy that does the trailers for Inti Creates, or the Smash announcer saying stuff like that. Wouldn't it be cool? Those guys with like deep voices that can do stuff like that is kind of cool. Semi. Intestines. There we go. I messed up the stroke order by that one. Without a doubt. Sure. Gee, just land. Ground. Yeah, land, ground. Wherever. I'm not yawning, you are. Oh, miscellaneous. That's not water, that's a tree. It's just sometimes you see, this is water, right? So when you see something like this, I kind of think of water sometimes a bit instead of tree. But yeah, this is miscellaneous. Reef. More than anything, I remember it because it's for Satsudan, you know, the idle talk, the chit chat, whatever you want to call it. The just talking, god damn it. If you ever see a Satsudan stream, it's just fucking VTuber doing just talking. It just hit me. It's just a fucking just talking, dude. Just chatting. Either. What's this fucking term? I have that on my stream and I don't even know it. How dare I, right? Just chatting, right? Just chatting, yeah. Overpowering. Mother. It's time to shave. Hot water. Oh, feminine. These are the first steps: spoon to feed and the organized things. No, I already have. I already have my thing, Dad. Well, right now it's with a nose trimmer, but I have an actual proper thing. Okay, we good. I don't know why I woke up and my beard was like, oh, it's gonna be itchy this morning. Enjoy. I was like, well, fuck you too, nature. Horse chestnut. Sigh, that's a number of years. I honestly do like having a beard, but sometimes, some specific times it can be a little bit annoying, but I will not complain. Together. This was like horse or course. It's like a very rough voice, really, you know, horse. It's hard to see because it has like a bunch of little shit. She. Oh yeah, Phantom, if you have some OC remix album recommendations for the stream, by all means go ahead. I'm usually looking for stuff that doesn't have a lot of vocals and it doesn't get too heavy on the electric guitar or like rock or metal, because it's usually for the stream, so it's something more like electronic or chill or normal, you know, Spanish guitars, something more relaxing. You know, this is like still upbeat, but it's more electronic, so it's better for a background. Shell shock. To Rob. In the Armor Core album, that's really Bill. Okay. Okay. It has to be this, right? Yeah. Well, I drew these long legs too long. Okay. Yes, I like to be lazy and just download an entire album and be like, bam, into a playlist it goes. But yeah, I should look for more music. Sometimes I do feel like it, sometimes I don't. Pointed or sharp. Ooh, I've never played Nights. No wonder I never really saw this album. I think I'll check it out later, thank you. See, people give them links. That makes my life easier. I appreciate it. To study. Semi. a bit more guitar. Armored Core? For what game is this? Oh, Armored Core, yeah. I've never heard of Armored Core. A lot more guitar. Okay. That one may for my free time then. Advance. Ah, c'est similar. Similar. Yeah. I. How do you not? How come would not know from soft? Oh, interesting. This is to stir up, to rile up, this kind of motivation thing. Mech game company. And then they move on to one of the most successful franchises ever. Oh, it's on PS2. I could emulate that actually. I mean, I could legally acquire that and probably stream it some interesting way or another. I'm very into. Overpowering. But yeah, I could emulate that. Interesting. I mean, when it comes to mechs, I really enjoy watching mecha anime. I'm not playing many mech games myself, unless you count Xenoblade Chronicles X. OC Remix is my safe go-to for it, cause I don't think I'll ever get DMC8, cause of their philosophy is they just kind of want to share the love for video game music, right? So it's pretty safe, not DMCable, and it has like good gems. I mean, as long as I can download it and there's not a lot of issues, I could probably put it in my playlist. I mean, I don't care too much about the MCA, but it's really annoying when my bots get muted, and then YouTube also decides that they don't like it. Because I've had that problem before with one song, because it seems way too similar to the actual Legend of Zelda theme. And it's annoying because I like to keep a record of my studies on YouTube or an archive somewhere. So it's not so much because on my channel I'm gonna get DMCA or whatever. I don't really care about that. It's just I want this archived and I don't want anyone kind of fucking with it and muting it constantly. Although to be fair, I'll eventually do a karaoke or some form of shitty stream in which I look at. Ooh, nice. What was I gonna say? Game, yeah. Look at lyrics in kanji and stuff. Gosh, I wonder why I'd recommend this. It seems like a very good album. It's probably gonna be the first one I download and listen to. Actually, I also have 2 more Golden Sun albums I didn't actually add to my playlist, I'm pretty sure. But I have. Anyway, this is to Rob. And miscellaneous. I've not played Mega Man 9 yet. The thing is, I got the Legacy Collection. I played 1 through 6. Fun games, very fun games. Never actually played 7, 8, 9, or 10. I should probably get the collection at some point. semifinals. Semi. Oh, and that has Galaxy Man. Interesting. I wouldn't be able to tell you what my favorite is. It's of Rebel Master. It's been a while since I played. It's been what, 7 years? 7 years, give or take, if not 8, since I played Mega Man Classic. Quasai. I hate this kanji. Feminine, char, reef, feminine. That actually ended up kind of nicely, all things considered. Intestines. Location. I can already feel the lack of coffee, but I'm not gonna give in to it. Together. This was like Frost, right? Like, no, not Frost, like Frozen. To rub. Were you here yesterday when we talked about the dog that drops a cash register and has green money in his mouth afterward? Cyril the Wolf did an X and Zero album. Huh. I'm really bad at remembering names. The only name I remember is Level 99. Because I listened to his song. Great. From the 25 Years of Mega Man album, For Everlasting Peace. Hey, nowadays you listen to OC Remix every day, sir. But what does it say here, huh? Huh? Go on. Back in 2015, nice. Says that it stopped listening for a while. Huh. Okay. Come on, dude. Okay, so final last side shoe. Taishu. Komaru. Departure, cannonball falling down. Yeah, that's... Well, I only really know Departure, I'm not gonna lie, but that's such a good song. I probably know the other two. It's just I don't know them by name. Satsudan. Satsudan. Yeah, it's cha-cha and shit. 0-3 final. Ooh, three. Ooh, ooh. Oh, okay, yeah. Holy shit. Nice. Satsudan. 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 Two. Da. 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 Satsudan. 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 Fucking. But yeah, that sounds very, very good. I don't need this line, do I? Yep. I knew that. So I'll do it again, but I know. Started. So it's started and that's it out. Man, sometimes I just think to myself, I want to play some more Mega Man Zero. Is it just me? One day I'll run a couple of those games. If not for the music alone. So then, as in consultation, or asking someone for advice. Yay. Ho ho. It really is. 0-3 speedrun list. Oh, in your games that you will speedrun, or have you actually run that? I'm guessing you for eventually speedrun, because if not, you'd say you'd speedrun already. Oh, it's a long list, yeah. Yeah, I bet. I have games that would be cool to run, but not necessarily will always, in a way. Right? So for me, I just don't stress over it. I know I will eventually run Albion games. So I'll probably eventually fuck around with 4ZC. I'll probably eventually do 5, not A's. I don't want to do A's. Because I kind of watched Dark Riddle. And after seeing that Colonel, right? With, an actual buster in a way. And Nightman and Shadow Man, which I like way more in terms of gameplay and design than I like any of the BN5 Proto Man navis. To be honest, I kind of wish I played Colonel casually, but I know Colonel ones. I'm like, oh, I'll just play Proto Man because I like Proto Man. Oh yeah, Kido, as in to turn up a machine or a PC. You sure did. Oh, you. That's it out. As in, line of hand. Down. I said down just as a test, and it's down. But yeah, to help assist. Yeah. But yeah, knowing how much better Cornell is, and seeing some of the shots and Dark Drill and stuff, I was like, this does look okay to run, even though Sunny and Backtracks and Oran. It's not gonna be the most exciting speed run, but it can probably get us up 4 and call it a day. Sounds fun enough, right? Boompo. I left the water running in my sink. It was only like the smallest. It was almost like dripping. But I thought I fully closed it. Well, that was a waste of water. I'm not gonna have to. It doesn't bother me because I don't really have to pay extra and whatnot in that sense. But it does bother me that I wasted water. I don't like wasting food or water. Period. But yeah, un po'. But Tokui. Well, is it really Tokui? I thought. Well, my voice, correct. What was it? No, I get Tokui. Forte, yes. And I wrote Forte exactly because of that. that chat right there. I did. I'm all about networking. Haha. Rockman and Forte. Get it. I don't have to explain anymore. Shiai. As in a match of a game. A sport or something. Got it. Jordan. Joke. Aha. Kanata. As in across or beyond. It depends a bit on the context. As always. Basho. Guy. Overseas. So this is sea or ocean or sea. And this is outside. Overseas. Wow. Impressive. I know. So that's that's it. That's it. Mikata. Jishin. So then そうだ。伝える、伝える。止まる。And so, here's the thing. Komaru is a to mean to have trouble, to be in the fix, to have some difficulty. Komari is the stem, and it basically makes this a noun of being in trouble in a way, right? Troublesome in a way. I wonder if Komari, the speedrunner, actually knows that, or why he chose his name when I see something like this. Because this is a ru ending verb, but it's an u verb because it ends in aru. Aite. Aite, yeah, that means explaining it. Kido. Ho ho. Ho. 手伝う。手伝う。手伝う。手伝う。手伝う。Oh my goodness. Pitch. Ooh. 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 手伝う。手伝う。手伝う。手伝う。手伝う。手伝う。That's wrong, and that was wrong. 手伝う。手伝う。手伝う。手伝う。手伝う。God damn it. Dropping pitch is hard. God damn it. Like, keeping it constant, it's fine. Starting high and then going nothing but low is fine. But going up in pitch and then dropping it is hard. 雑談。雑談。雑談。相談。文化。What? 文化。文化。Alright, so it's 文化。文化。文化。It's not 文化。It's 文化。文化。なるほど。法廷。得意。相変わらず文法試合I forgot.冗談軌道得意雑談雑談ああ、jeez. The more you say something out loud repeatedly, the weirder it gets. It reminds me of that one episode of How I Met Your Mother, in which Ted just goes bowl, 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 bowl. Jonah. What's Ted, wasn't it? So Kido. I still hate how that show ended, by the way. And it will bother me until the day I die. Kido. Jordan. Jordan. Yay, we finished. Okay. My goodness. Body, you do not need coffee, please. はい。新しい練習を、いや、新しい練習じゃないけどさ、新しい漢字を覚えましょう。この本で。Okay, as usual, let's learn new kanji. So last time we saw is Rob, now we're gonna see assurance, and we're gonna move on to a different radical. Thank goodness. I hated that one. This one we just saw. Oh yeah, look, it's the dog robbing the cash register. But yeah, this radical, it was okay. It can go screw itself. I'm blaming Isaac for saying that to Turkey. Konnichiwa, omikronsai. You're just in time for it. Wait, what? What? So yeah, good afternoon. Yes, a dog cash register because he stole the money, and it's a dog. He had. So you have Rob, right? It's this one for Rob. I made it really tall, but it's this one. So basically, you have which is essentially big, but as a radical, you can say. I usually think of it as a dog because that's how Isaac taught me. You have this that I used as a grill or organize stuff in a way. In this case, a cash register, right? Because you have these boxes in which money and bills are. And then you have this, which is for measurement, but we kept using as a radical as to stick or as some sort of glue or something. And in this case, I just thought of sticky money. So the dog robbed the cash register. And because it's a dog, it only can keep it in his mouth, and it becomes so gooey and sticky and disgusting. And that's why the dog robs the cash register. It's so out there, so ridiculous, so funny. That I will never forget that kanji. I know, right? This kanji, this radical has been awful, and I mean awful to work with. Thinking of stories for this has been a real challenge. Because I cannot see this as a turkey. I don't know how can anyone see this as a turkey. I can kind of see that these are like the feathers right on the side, but like everything else, what the frick? Anyway, assurance. On the left you see rock, which is familiar enough, but pay attention to the right. Taking careful note of the unusual stroke order that has the chimney on the house doubled up with the first stroke of the turkey. Yeah, I'm not saying that. we might see this right side as a turkey house or coop. We should see this body only on one other occasion, frame 1943. But even for these two characters, it is well worth the trouble to single it out as a primitive. You have learned it as a small bird. Yeah, for me it's too late, because I've already given it my meaning of kind of really almost like a bento. I just think of this some sort of organized thing with square. Depending on what was more useful, I think of it like this box of organized things or a barbecue grill. I don't know. I just whatever I had on my power to just deal with this one. Yeah, that's my barbecue. That's pretty bad. Anyway, so today, assurance. So basically, okay. So I have a rock, the roof, and then organized. So I have a rock, a roof, and whatever this is gonna be today. And all of this is assurance. More, confidence and stuff like that. To give confidence. Well, I'm not confident I can come up with a good meaning for this, but I think this is the song that kind of usually gets kind of the MC dish. Oh well. Yeah, I know. And like at this point, like given what the book has taught me, I don't think it's a bad thing per se, right? I'm just using whatever tools I have at my disposal to learn kanji, which at the end of the day, I think that's the main point of the book. You have these tools. He's basically training you, giving you many different tools and useful tips on how to create stories, imagine different things from these kanji, so that it sticks in your memory in one way or another. And it's been really, really helpful. So even though I'm going a bit off his current path, I'm still using his teachings, right? So rock, organized. Oh. Okay. You had such a stupid way of memorizing. But here's the thing, the more stupid and more out there and the funnier it is in your head, the easier it is to remember because it's so out there. But then again, it's not practical to do something like that for every kanji, but once in a while, to have one of those really crazy ones is amazing. Okay, so right now I'm thinking of the story of the three little piggies. the one makes like a house of, what was it, hay or something. The second one makes one out of frogs. Right. And the last one does actually build one properly. So what if in this order the kanji goes from left to right? As in, this one just gets immediately flown away by the wind, has nothing. Then there's the rocks, and there's the one that actually assures you you're gonna be safe and okay, with the roof and organized bricks, I guess. Sure, you know. For sure. Also, I mean, like firm, tight, hard, solid, and stuff like that. Also associated with it. This is Tashkani. Tashkani. Eh? Have you ever used a word countless times, even when you write it on your keyboard and it just autocompletes? Then you get to here, you see it, but don't recognize it, and then it hits you. It's like, oh wait, wait, hold on. Okay. Takejitsu. Seika. Naruhodo. Okay. So it's assurance. Okay. Okay. Interesting. That's the order, isn't it? So you first do the rock, then the roof, then do the yep. Okay. Okay, can we make it not look like shit though? That doesn't seem like an option. But looks so bad because it's small and you cannot see it very well, and that's on me because I'm drawing it small. It's not looking very good. It's looking, the straight stroke order is correct. There's just something really off about it. I think I know why. It's probably because I'm making the rock like too big, like in compared in size to the other. To the rest of the kanji. I don't know what I'm doing sometimes anymore. Okay, Tashka. か。なるほど。確か。確かに。確かに。確かに。確かに。なるほど。Noon is gonna, it's gonna show, I'm gonna look up noon and it's gonna show me this. Actually, no, it's not. It's gonna show me this. Yes. Hiro. Okay. Okay. With a bit of stretching, you may see a horse head pointing leftwards in this character. That gives the primary meaning of the Chinese zodiacal sign of the horse, which corresponds to the hour of noon. Know how this kanji primitive differs from that for cow. So cow is this, right? Ushi. This one. So you're telling me that the little tip is the difference? That little tip is the difference, okay. Okay. And that little tip has to differ from cow to horse, which is in the zodiac calendar noon. Okay. I can only see so many animals dead like this, you know? And I still don't know why the cow would have like an extra tip. Isn't this year though? But I'm guessing it's just... No. That's only horse in the zodiac thingy shit in Chinese, which... Yes. So it's noon, but in Chinese it's pointing up on the zodiac and it's the year of the horse or some fucking... I don't know anything about zodiac signs. Like, I'm just kind of guessing. The thing is, from now on, as a primitive, this character will get the meaning of a horse. Like, it's completely okay to think of this as noon and then think of it as a primitive of the horse. She's just kind of trying to shoehorn in here the freaking zodiac thing because it does show up and it is in fact true. So how do I give this any meaning? I was kind of thinking of a way, but not really. And even then, I'm trying to think of horse and not noon. And I think I'd rather remember this as noon. Yeah, but no, that doesn't work. That's cow. I'm having a hard time picturing it. I'm having a really hard time picturing this. Well, actually, no more. Fine. It's kind of dumb, but hold up. So, this represents the 1. This represents the 2. So you have basically a 12 like this. It's just like this, right? It's kind of skewed and stretched, but bam, you have 12. And this stick here just goes down, I guess. Or either that, or you can say that the sun is at its highest point or something. Like right in the middle. Or just put the middle line as in it's the middle of the day. I don't know. Yeah, I think just having the 12 in mind helps. I don't know. I'm struggling. I guess I'll write it for now. I need to make the top stroke smaller. Yeah, there we go. Look at this blank space. Look at this. Shameful. Absolutely shameful. Anyway, that will. What is this? What is this? 3, 4, 5. Pyramid. Words and a horse. Oh, Yurus. This is Yurus. Oh my goodness. It is. I should have known this. I know this kanji. Actually, it's one of those ones I brute forced from internet pickups. The song is really called My Boy. Okay. Good. Okay, so how in the world is this a pyramid? Also, he teaches me these two kanji and then immediately moves on to something else. Oh no, am I combining the horse? Wait, hold up. You're telling me to do this? It's just the final stroke is like this. I have trouble with that radical. Yeah, no kidding. Oh, what the I'm sorry about that. I don't know what the music. My goodness. If I'm still struggling with normal this, how am I gonna be able to do this? Okay. So now, I mean, I do like thinking of this as a Pegasus. Because I can in fact see this as a wing and stuff. It's just, okay, how does this become a horse? Okay. Oh, are you on Pegasus? Yeah. So I think I'm starting to finally see it. So I'm right now like thinking of that. Oh, you can see the chat. Oops. Imagine this. Like this is the head. This is the body. And then because it's racing, or like maybe it's an obstacle course, its legs are kind of more like this. Because it's jumping in this case, I suppose, or like running really fast, right? So that will do this. And then this could either be the mountain thing, or the leg of the person riding it. But that begs the question, why is this tip not here? That is in fact in cow, right? Yeah, I guess since it's a racing horse and not the person riding it, and this could just be its number, right? And in this case, they're jumping and not running. Sure. Is it a very, very good image? No. It's probably good enough though. That's all we need, right? Okay. So now how does this kind of permit or a or forgiveness, honestly. Okay, what if a dad did something atrocious, something really bad, and his daughter is like really mad and won't forgive him, but he talks about it. How about, right, they talk, how about I buy you a pony? You know, the classic "Dad, I want a pony" kind of thing. And this is like the dad's card or permit or like free ticket into forgiveness in a way. To forgive, to pardon. You know? Yes. I mean, you can also see it the other way around. It's like straight up, the daughter talks about the pony to the dad. Hey, buy me a pony, and he won't allow it. And that's it. We just somehow need to, instead of thinking not allowing it, it's just the best dad for the best kanji, and he will allow it. Or forgive or something. I don't know. Oh, actually, for meaning one to permit and stuff, you have one way of saying the kanji, which is the daughter to the dad. For way two, you have the dad to the daughter, because it's private there. And that way you remember both meanings. Sure. That will do. Whatever. Permit. Why not? Why are we talking so much about talking about the horse or a pony? There you go. I don't know. Good enough. It is. Hold on. Then we move on to the Pegasus, which in this case, knowing that this it's a horse, doing this, and then we just kind of give it wings. Because I can in fact see this as wings. It becomes a Pegasus. And it's even more helpful when we were thinking of this horse, right? Kind of running and having these legs kind of open up. Because if you think of a Pegasus, right, you probably kind of think the same thing, that it's going kind of fast. I mean, right? In a way. Yeah, that's my Pegasus. Don't worry about it. I know it's awful. Okay, so anyway, we have the Pegasus that gives us the light. Again, I cannot resist sharing my own associations. Have you ever seen Disney's animated interpretation of classical music? Fantasia? What? No, I'm not. You will recall what was done there with Beethoven, Pastoral Symphony the Sixth, and the flying horses that appeared in it. The mares are bathing in the stream, and the stallions begin to gather as dusk sets in. The flying horses all start yawning and pair off for the night. Perfect. Yeah, that doesn't help. It may help to you because you remember it, because it's something that you... It may help him remember, it doesn't help me remember. You know, that's the thing. Okay, sorry about that. I don't think you guys want to hear me blow my nose or see that. So, anyway, joy, enjoyment, delight, pleasure. So this was either lack or yawn, and this is the Pegasus, right? The Pegasus. So, well, the light. I mean, what if you're running a Pegasus and it's... No, there's no way you'd be yawning and sleeping on it. That's a delightful way or something. Yeah, no, that doesn't work. Also, I can finally learn this. How many times have I seen this one on Taikin already? Outlook or to view to watch? Also, it's important to notice the order. In here, the Pegasus is on the left, so it's the main point. Here, it's the tree, but then we go once again to the Pegasus being the focus. Right? Why is that? Like, not even thinking of Star Force is helping me right now. Like, I can think of different ways to associate them, but one. Yeah, actually, this one is. Yeah, this one is not the problem. The problem is the light. But yeah, no, like, this one is easy now that we know Pegasus. Authority, I don't know what to think about yet. It's just the light. This image is giving me is not helping. Oh. Right, the thing is, I cannot properly remember. I'm trying to think something related to Percy Jackson or something, but I cannot remember. It's been too long since I read the books. Oh, no, that's it. Like, I can think of many ways. It's not none of those are good enough for the light. Right? God damn it. For now, I guess I'll write it for now. Don't get it. Oh yeah, I guess I never wrote. It was my bad. Oh my goodness. Okay, fine. I'm not a fan of how I'm using the space on this page right now. Pegasus, yawn. Pegasus, lock. Okay, it's gonna be really tight. I cannot think of anything concrete. Why? Like, there are many, many ways to associate the Pegasus with something that brings joy and delightment, right? Yeah, it's usually as lack or as a primitive, not necessarily could be to yawn. So it's either a yawn or lacking something. But how's so the Pegasus is easy to associate with joy and delight, but the lacking part is the other radical. Okay, so what about... See, I thought of another thing, but I don't think it's good enough. Right, yeah. What if a Pegasus is gonna like give you happiness, but you're lacking something else, something important? So it's really only joy, but not really happiness. But at that point, I feel like it's a bit too convoluted. right? I mean, I guess that will do for now. I mean, let's try to move on to the next kanji and see if I can, as it keeps showing up on flashcards, think of better ways of remembering it. I think I probably need another fresh view. The force of the light, everybody in the crowd is yawning. I don't think that one would work for me. I do like the crowd yawning kind of idea. See, how is yawning on joy related, right? I know, right? It seems difficult to stick, I know. That's the thing. Oh, well, I think I just had an idea, I guess. Basically, you spend the day with a Pegasus, I guess, right? In one day, I suppose. Because you somehow got the chance. And then you go to see, the thing is, I don't want to associate this with going to bed, just with the yawning. As you are yawning to prepare to end the day, you think, oh, what a joyful, delightful day that was, I guess. I don't know. See, I think that one kind of helps me for now, but I don't think it's a very good story. For now, I guess I'll try to remember it this way, but if I'm seeing it's not sticking with the flashcards for the next few days or week or so, I'll try to revisit this one. But I don't think I can afford to spend any more time on this today, because I don't think I'm gonna get anywhere. If anything, I need a bit of a newer outlook, right? To look at it with different eyes, right? With a fresh mind, I guess, or something. I don't know. It's hard to say it in English, but yeah, you get the point, right? So authority is Tree and Pegasus. Kenryaku. Authority, power, rights. Second, political administration. Seishuken. Kennedy. Oh my goodness, it all sounds like such bad, boring words of... Yeah, political administration. Championship title is okay, but then right and privilege, human rights. So we have a tree and a Pegasus. My goodness. And that somehow equals to like authority / rights. But what bothers me is that the tree goes first on the left, right? Why is that? Well, I'm thinking of stuff regarding rules or something, of maybe flying your Pegasus above tree levels or something. Maybe parking your Pegasus on like a tree or something, but you don't have the authority or the right. But that's more for like some sort of flaw or some policeman, I guess. Why authorities? Like, what do I think when I think of authority? I think of the authorities, as in terms of policemen and stuff, right? But here's like the right to do something. A right to what? Tree and Pegasus? See, lately the kanji have been really difficult to think stories for. At least the past 2, if not 3 days. Tree Pegasus, wood Pegasus, if anything. Wait, wood Pegasus? Well, I thought of a story, but I don't think it's good enough. It's okay, but not good enough. You know how in Troy they had this wooden horse? What if instead it's a wooden Pegasus, and whoever put it inside and fell for the trap didn't really have the authority or the right to do so? And that's why the trap worked in a way, right? I guess. Again, it's not the best. I don't think it's good enough, so I'd rather keep thinking about it, but it's a story. Oh. What gives you someone the right to do something in a way, right? With Pegasus. Oh. Easy. Holy shit. I just realized. So, if we think of rights in terms of like, these human rights and, these rights or this. So, start thinking of it as right? Of doing something and not so much as in authority, which could be a problem. What if, I mean, I don't like using it, but there's human rights, right? And then there are vegans saying all animals have rights and stuff, right? To, like, we should not eat meat and shit and not use animal products because they have their own rights. Okay, what if, as a counter argument, it's like, okay, why don't we give fucking plants rights? Why don't we give fucking non-existent mythical creatures like Pegasus rights? What if we just give rights to anyone and no one is allowed to do anything with anyone? What gives you the authority to say what has rights and what doesn't? Yeah, it's not very ethical. I'm not saying I think these things, but as a story to remember the kanji, it works. And plants go first because it's an actual real thing. Again, this is not an ideology. This is not something. I'm just thinking of a funny, really story to think about it. I don't want anyone to take offense to that. It's just as a haha funny counter argument, right? Like, cause I do like think of in that phrase of what gives you the authority of who has rights or not, or something like that, right? Sure, that will do. That will do this time. So what was it? Jinken. Thank you. Authority. Also write in parentheses right or rights. Okay, let's write it. Sure, that will do. The thing is, I'm able to think of bad things like this because by being funny and or unethical, sometimes it pisses me off how like unethical they can be. Because for example, to mix is to water down races, right? It's just you're watering down just descendants by mixing different races. I hate that kanji. I hate it, but it's good to remember. Or like utensil, right? This in the middle is a dog. These are 4 mouths. They're about to eat the dog. They just need their utensils, knives and forks. It's awful. It's absolutely awful. And I hated it when I read it because this is a story Isaac came up with and taught me in the book, and I didn't like reading it. But it is helpful to remember. Especially because I don't like it. So, again, this story may not be the most ethical one, but it helps. I'm sorry, but it helps. Oh no, this pen. Like this story sticks much better than the one for the light, For example. Anyway, I don't think I have to defend myself any further. It's also not like I expect many people watching, so. Okay, internet pickups. Let's open up my memo. Okay. What do we have in store today? I actually wanted to add even more words. Actually. That I don't know if I ever wrote. Let's put them here, I guess. Oh, yes. Yes, let's put here my Twitch. I miscopied and pasted. Iki. So, Iki, as in spirit or heart or disposition. I heard that watching Digimon. Tarake. Yeah, to full of mistakes. So full of, example, mistakes, riddled with. It's nothing but, right? Tarake. This one doesn't have kanji, so it's like nothing to worry about. Oh yeah, I did wanna cook you. Oh no, this is not because of. Well, it's partially because of Kimetsu no Yaiba, but not really. I'm not watched the latest. This one I need to put next to others. Where is it? Here. Oh, I already have Yoke. Okay. So what are we learning today? There's a lot of. But yeah, this is. So I learned like. I forget the name in English. This attraction park with all these attractions and stuff. Amusement park there. So I learned theme park, amusement park. Yeah, both work. So it's like, wait, this is just like the one for park and stuff. This is just land, and this is just to play. So I may as well just take this chance and learn like separately this kanji, I guess. Maybe, I don't know. Like any will do, I guess. Let's actually learn. Tashkani I already know, thanks to Heisig. Even let's learn this, I guess. I mean, do I really need to know strengthen? Oh man, Jiken has become. Actually, no, it's the same. Because that's Ushi, not Uma. Um, I don't know. How hard is Asobu? Oh, it's really not hard. It's actually not hard. I already have a story. In a way. Asobu. So it's not Asobu, it's Asobu. Boot, 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 boot. Asobu, Asobu, Asobu. Look like an idiot. These look hard. I don't wanna. Not yet. Now Kyuke, it's useful. Kyuke is pretty useful. Let's just start adding, I guess. So I went to the pickups. Sure, let's learn Iki. Why not? I've learned a lot of words with E lately. So it was like hard. It's pretty hard with this position. Here, this one. Or like, yeah, Ikigomi, like order enthusiasm. It's regarding to like, when you talk about spirit in terms of like morale almost, as in willing to continue or not, right? Iki, 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 iki. Right? Almost like that in terms of morale, disposition to do something that spirit or heart. Like, we can still do this, like, don't lose spirit, I guess. Something along those lines. Okay. I don't even know where. Oh, it's here. You can, like, go there. Actually, let's go to these words. That was... Sure, let's learn Karada. How do I not know that one just yet? This is beyond me. Karada. 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 It's so basic and so simple. Body. Nakayoku. Shukudai I already know. Seifuku I should know because I already know this. Kansei I already know. Shinsaku. Yeah, I don't think I need to know Shinsaku. Wait, is that really Shinsaku? It is Shinsaku. Yeah, I don't think I need to know Shinsaku. Ayen. I guess I could learn Ayen. Actually, no. Let's... Once and for all, I'm gonna learn freaking Shimeru. I know Akeru, yet I somehow don't know Shimeru. No. That ends today. That ends today. I'm done on knowing how to close stuff. A minute. To close. Yeah, how many? I have 6. I could learn a couple more if they're easy enough. I guess. Tetsudao. See, I already know this. I don't think I need Shunen. Shikatanai. Shikataganai. Shanei na. Whenever I keep on thinking of all the ways to say shikataganai, shikatanai, shikataganai, shoganai, I eventually sometimes always end up with shanai na. Yeah, actually learning ashi and tariru will help. Doesn't to be enough, right? Ashi. And it's also tariru. Alright, should I learn both in a single flashcard? Sure. Tariru. To be sufficient. That's enough. Yeah, so I basically added 2 words on that final flashcard, so I'm gonna stop the adding words for today here. Like, I know there's a lot of words, but there's no need to hurry too much, right? Yeah, okay, that will do. Tariru. Tariru. So it's the thing, and the thing. Okay. So first of all, I have Iki. Right. Which has like heart, disposition, spirit. I forget exactly in what context I saw it, but it was a Digimon Adventure episode 22, if not 23. Okay. And Karada. Oh no. Oh no. I'm pretty sure I just basically this pen. I can feel it dying. We reached day 30 blood chips. Yeah, welcome. Yeah, we're basically a month in of non-stop study every day. Ain't that cool? But hopefully, ideally, this is only the beginning. I would love to reach a year of every day, but I have a bad feeling that not with midterms or finals or classes that will stop, but by Christmas I'm probably gonna fly to family and stuff, and that plane is usually 14 hours, maybe more, maybe less, and that will knock me out for a day or two and I won't be able to sleep. But yeah, anyway, for now, 1 year, 1 month is a pretty good stuff. It's pretty good. To me, it's motivating. Hopefully for someone else, they find something in that as well. And like, hey, maybe I should too, you know? Karada. Finally, shimeru. God. Shimeru. Bothers me that I've never learned this yet. Hopefully you're having a nice day. Good chips. Welcome. I tend to forget those kind of things. I really don't need to be rude to my viewers, but sometimes they really focus on something, or I start rambling about something, and I completely lose track. Also, hope your Italian is also going well. I can tell that this pen, I don't think it's gonna, if it survives today somehow, it's dying tomorrow. Whoa. And then finally I have ashi. Actually, is it ashi? Really? Or is it ashi? Ashi. Yeah, it is ashi. Ashi. Sayonara, Ben-chan. Mada ikitemasu. Kono pen mada ikitemasu. 待ってください。ペンちゃん。Like, this basically is like residual stuff, it doesn't count. It's like here. It's fine. You can do this. I believe. We can finish today's lesson together. Right? What do you say? Final lesson of Taikyu's grammar guide. We can do this, right? I love doing stupid little silly bits like this. Okay. 足と足りるはい今日の漢字練習今日の漢字練習今日の漢字練習ここまで漢字練習とここまでYeah, so we finished our good old kanji practice for the day. It only took me 2.5 hours. Between feeling a bit more tired than usual, because no coffee, because I want to stop depending on coffee. Whack ass kanji today, like come on. It was rough. Okay, so 今日の文法まずは昨日の文法を覚えましょう。Okay, ちょっと待ってね。Okay, so found this cool. So let's open up my book as well, of course. The thing is, yesterday, or was it yesterday? I realized I basically used half the notebook already. Okay, maybe it's more like a third. See, here's what I've used. See, here's what's left. So I've used like, what, 2/5? Something like that. Okay, so yesterday, did we see 1 or 2 lessons yesterday? Well, yesterday we finished taking notes on things that should be a certain way with Hatsu, Beki, Beku, and Bekaratsu. And we reviewed that. And we also saw expressing minimum expectation with Desai, the Nesura, which is exactly the same as Desai, but formal what is not even worth considering with oroka and tokoroka as well. So let's quickly review that. So this is the minimum expectation, the minimum, like not even important, like not even, that kind of examples, right? This is not even something in a way. Like, let's just go through it and it's more clear, right? The minimum expectation, like, or what something miserably failed to reach that minimum expectation, or you can use it in a positive sense that you really barely only need this or whatever it is you want to say for something, right? So, for example, if the way you conjugate it first and foremost is you take nouns and add sai or the sai. For verbs, you just start to the stem, you touch sai, or in te form, you after the te or de you add sai. And then any other verbs like, for example, te iru, it's te sai iru, right? For te kuru, right? Te sai kuru, right? And that's really the only conjugations I have. So for example, 宿題が多すぎてトイレに行くときさえなかった。トイレに行くと時間なんで時間さえなかった。そう宿題は多すぎて、トイレに行く時間さえなかった。Like not even, like the very minimum to just be able to go to the toilet, because maybe you have a sandwich or like a drink or something and you don't need to while you're doing homework. But not even to go to a bathroom. Like this is the bare minimum expectation, and it didn't meet it. なかった。Or in the positive sense, お金さえあれば何でもできるよ。So if you have money, the least thing you need is money, and then you can do anything. Like that's the bare minimum. Like the least you need, right? Is money. Or for example, お弁当を買うお金さえなかった。So I didn't have the bare minimum money to like just even buy some lunch, like or お弁当. Not even that. You didn't reach this minimum expectation, right? This minimum bar, and then hit it. You can also use it with nouns with de, although you can already use it with de, to say, to have it more emphatic in a way. So for example, 私でさえできれば、あんたには楽ちんでしょ? So basically, it's like, if even I can do it, right? If even I can do it, for you it's gonna be easy. Right? And actually, this goes for the same. 僕でさえ日本語を勉強できれば誰でもできます。Hey. You see? Like even if even I can do it, anyone can do it. Right. Again, in this case, I don't think it doesn't necessarily apply because I do have a lot of patience, and I do really enjoy the language. So, in terms of skill and ability to comprehend stuff and memorize, I don't think mine is that high. But yeah, if you don't have an enthusiasm or you don't want to learn the language in the first place, you're not gonna get anywhere. So anyway, you can also touch side to the stem of the verb. So for example, this example, 一言言ってさえくれれば、一言言ってさえくれれば、こんなことにならなかった。So, this is just to say something, like anything really, something. So if you had, if you had said something, right? If you even had said something, はい、一言言ってさえくれれば、こんなこと、so it wouldn't have turned out like ならなかった。It wouldn't have turned out like this. Jesus. It's worse when I'm going slowly and trying to piece everything together than when I'm just reading it. So for example, actually never mind. So the surah, surah is the exact same thing as sae. It's the exact same thing we just saw. It's not as common, and it's older basically. No. この天才の私ですらわからなかった。Like, even a genius such as myself can understand it. 私は緊張すぎて、ちらっと見ることすらできませんでした。So, I was too nervous that ちらっと見ること so the thing about taking a quick peek, not even I could do that. できませんでした。So again, not even this bare minimum thing expression, and then you can use oroka to say something that's not even worth considering. That's so stupid. It's a brilliant thing that you cannot do it. For example, it basically boils down to a set phrase that goes kind of like this. Are you kidding? I cannot do this, let alone do something else. Like that let alone is so beyond thought that you don't even consider it. So for example, that derives from the oroka as in foolish adjective. So it goes something like this, right? You just kind of use it like a noun. So for example, this is a pretty good example. Kanji wa oroka. Hiragana sae yomenai yo. So, like, I cannot even read hiragana, which is already used with a very minimum, let alone kanji. Like, come on. What am I gonna do about it? Forget about kanji. I need to even be able to read hiragana. Right? 大学は高校すら卒業しなかった。Whoa, what the hell? I feel like there was like something in my throat. Also, you notice how it's using the sai or sura? Yo, Kirby, good morning. 2ヶ月付き合ってました。How goes to learn? It's gone pretty well. We just finished a quick review. Oh, well, we're about to finish. So, you know this wa oroka that we just used as a noun. We can also use it as an adjective, the tokoroka. So basically, the exact same example we saw earlier. Dokoroka. Kanji dokoroka. Hiragana nae. Yeah, hiragana sae yomenai yo. Right. The exact same meaning, the exact same thing. It's just another way to use it, except it's an adjective. But yeah, learning is going pretty good. We're chilling. We did a bunch of flashcards for kanji and stuff. And now we're moving on to the grammar for the next hour and a half or so. And then I'll call it a day. I hope you're having a nice morning. Yeah, good morning. Yeah, it's still morning. Cool. And a nice day. Hope you're doing good. Okay, so showing signs of something. As always, before we even jump into the lesson, let's look at the vocabulary and kanji that we may not know. Ya, kowai, urishii, hatsukashii, hayai, suru, nani, iru, kanojo, asa, okasu. なるほど。タイプ、うち。子供、プール、入る、理由、ある、欲しい、彼、食べる、家、うち。帰る、すぐ、パソコン、使う、みんな、二人、行く、私。 よさん、よさん、知らなかった。よさんか。estimate, budget とても怪しい妻バグ、そんなもんかわけ。恥ずかしがりや。Let's just go with budget first. Another update for the BN3 rundown. It's looking bad, Kirby. Lately, I barely have time. Mostly because whenever I do have some free time, I'm working on my BN2 route. I like, no offense, but right now I'd rather use that time to continue working on the BN 20% route. As much as I enjoy the randomizer and I'd like to help out, at the pace I'm doing stuff like learning, I unfortunately can't. I'm sorry. Budget. So budget or estimate even. So it's like the budget you have for something in a way. とても怪しい。そのバクそんなもんわけ。恥ずかしがりや。恥ずかしがりや。あ、so 寒がりや。暑がりや。This is their adjectives that they're using gariya. Gariya. I guess I wanna write these because this is just adjectives I know, but they have a form that we're about to learn. Minnesota. Okay, Minnesota. Why not? Kurasu. Tsurai. Kurasu. I hate that the first thing that shows up when I write kurasu is not kurasu but class. As in class. Kurasu. Kurasu. なるほど。Oh, yeah, I've learned this word before with Isaac. I was like, wait, I've written this before. This seems super familiar. I learned it as the meaning livelihood. As in the basic meaning livelihood. I believe it was livelihood, yeah. Hold up, let's investigate real quick. Yeah, this. Okay. So this is to live. Apparently. So right. Okay. Let's continue. You board bakuhatsu. Okay. Bakuhatsu. So I knew the word, not the kanji. My goodness. Bakuhatsu. Okay. I don't think I'll be learning this word anytime soon, even though it shows up in anime and stuff a lot. Simply because it's complicated. There's a lot of radicals and stuff. Fukuramu, to expand, to swell. Kanke. I've been meaning to learn kanke for a while. Aru kana yokare. Mushiki no genka. Oh, so that's genka. Okay. Yeah, there's a bunch of words here I don't know. Cool. Fukuramu. Fukuramu. To expand, so. Fukuramu. Okay. You definitely can't write Kenka. Oh, Kenka. Yeah. No, what I was talking I couldn't write is Bakuhatsu, right? Can you write Bakuhatsu? Actually. Kenka seems okay. Like the first kanji seems okay. I don't know. Kenka. I'm just unfamiliar with those for now. Fukuramu. To expand as well. Oh, kanke. Relation or relationship. Okay. You know, ball. Oh, which is violence, yeah. From Rambo. Yeah. Yeah, so you had fire, violence. No. Wow, it's almost like makes sense. I love it. Nice. Kanke. Relation or relationship. What a nice song. Aru kana yokare mushi. Ignore. Not that mushy. Thank you. No, mushi. So, mushi. So, mushi is like bug. Mushi is to ignore. Mushi. 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 To ignore. Mushi. 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 It would be the bug. Okay. When I come across it's homophones, right? Let me just double check. Yeah. I want to make sure that the intonation I'm getting okay at least. Ignore. Kino Kenka Nani nan Heiki. Kenka. I don't know why the moment I looked up Genka and it showed up, I thought the image of some random, no one specific anime character saying "Yandoka" kind of came to mind. Oh, Yandoka. Quarrel. Yeah, sure. It's just a fight. It's just fight in a way. I mean, so half with half key is cool. How does that work? Key. Like, oh, so it's also for being final. Okay. Oh, calmness, okay. Oh, this is not Han. This is even or flat. Naruhodo. Yeah, Han has this little tip over. It's like when we saw earlier Noon and Ushi. Coolness. The dots are above. You're right. Yeah, you're right. Right. Thank you. Well, Himitsu, funnily enough, I already know how to draw. It took me forever to learn how to properly draw this one from memory without knowing the radicals. Once I knew that what Kanarazu is like, it did help a bit. But still, it's not so. Oh. I can already see why Nazo is puzzle with words, and we learned the other day that's Mayo to get lost. So it's kind of like, oh yeah, I can already see how. Irony, okay. So meat and what? Flesh? Isn't that? Yeah, that's Yeah, come on. So, hiniku is irony, sarcasm. Okay. It's different from mayo. There's one down the upper left. Oh my goodness. Is that? I didn't realize. Is it? No, it's the same, right? Yeah, because you have mayo is this, then you have the dot for path, and then you have the dot for say. Should I show you mayo real quick? Oh, it has two. Yeah, okay. I had been warned before in what was it? Either some point on my with Heisei kanji or me trying to learn one, I realized that sometimes path has one or two. Most of the time it's only one, but sometimes you can find it with two. But it's still the same basic, this path meaning, right? Yeah, for now I'm just not gonna care and only gonna draw it with one. But yeah, you're right, my bad. I mean, I'm only ever gonna remember it with one, because it's muscle memory. Just bum bum bum. Well, it'd be the opposite for you. You don't know which one is more common. If I had to guess, only one, because it's shorter and easier to draw instead of two, right? So I'm guessing, given how slang works, just making less mouth movements and making it easier to say and more slur. I'm guessing for kanji it'd be something similar and make it easier to draw. In fact, there's a reason why sai sometimes is only written like this instead of the actual year counter. Lips changing color. Pollo. Again, that's just an educated guess. Do take it with a grain of salt. I keep saying that, but it is true. I am but a learner myself. Oh, your lips changing color. Okay. Animaru. すっかりすっかりすっかり nice. Okay. 秋空気あるそんな顔お前説明 説明 is pretty easy. I should be okay now writing it. できるいつも言う方みんなや Okay. Kind of wanted to see if we could do 2 lessons today, because this next lesson is very, very short. But also, I've been streaming for 3 hours already. Let's not. Let's try to get this buddy to write 1 more lesson on my final good book. I'm not. So basically, I'm deciding not to waste ink on this one. My boy EDP, thanks for the follow. Wasn't that a... Why do people do this? Okay, now I have a feeling that there are bots or something. This exact same thing happened the other day with a very weird name just by numbers. They did the exact same thing. Follow, redeem, bolt twice, which is the cheapest thing for points I have. Host with one viewer. And I'm very, very confused, and I'm starting to think that they're bots. Like, it's the exact same pattern with the exact same timing. I'm guessing they follow to get the 300 points. Immediately use them, host. But why? I don't get it. I'm very, very confused. From where I stand, you're not a real person. And it's taking a lot of me to not insta-ban you. And the other guy. Anyway, now that we have the vocabulary, let's look at the lesson. Showing signs of something. In this lesson, we'll learn various expressions involving how to describe people who are expressing themselves without words. Hola. ¿Realmente eres una persona o algo? Estoy sospechando muchísimo. Así que yo voy a seguir con mi clase y mis cosas. Yeah. So, for example, we learn how to say expressions in Japanese such as they acted as if they were saying goodbye. He acted disgusted. And she acts like she wants to go. So, so basically with their body way, right? So, the garu, so showing outward signs of an emotion using garu. Okay. The garu grammar is used when you want to make an observation about how someone is feeling. This is simply an observation based on some type of sign or signs. Therefore, you would not use it for your own emotions, since guessing about your own emotions is not necessary. Okay. This grammar can only be used with adjectives, so you can use this grammar to say he's acting scared, but you cannot say he acted surprised, because to be surprised is a verb in Japanese. Bikkuru. Right, bikkuri, bikkuru. Bikkuri. Is it just bikkuri? To be surprised. It is bikkuri. It just wasn't shown in me. Okay. To be surprised, yeah. Comes from bikkuru, I guess, to surprise. Anyway, To be surprised is a verb in Japanese and not an adjective. This grammar is also commonly used with a certain set of adjectives related to emotions such as ya, kawaii, ureshii, or hazukashii. Okay. So, for e adjectives, remove the e and now attach garu. Kawaii, kawaii, kawagaru. For na adjectives, attach garu. Iya, iyagaru. Okay, so all adjectives that are conjugated with garu become a new verb that means to act that adjective. So, kawagaru, kawagatta, kawagatta, kawagaranai, kawagaranakkata. 早く来てよ。何を恥ずかしがっているの？早く来てよ。何を恥ずかしがっているの？何を恥ずかしがっているの？彼女は朝早く起こされるのを嫌がるタイプです。まあ確かに。I don't think anyone likes it. うちの子供はプールに入るのを理由もなく怖がる。うちの子供はプールに入るの理由もなく怖がる。Okay. 恥ずかしがる。They become an Uber. Garu, yeah, that ends in ru. Got, yeah, gatta. Gatteru. Yeah, okay, makes a lot of sense. This grammar is also used to observe very frankly on what you think someone other than yourself wants. This involves the adjective hoshi for things one wants, or the tai conjugation for actions one wants to do, which is essentially a verb conjugated into an e adjective. Oh, because conjugating verbs with tai makes them e adjectives, we can use this form. Okay, so acting like they want to do, basically. This type of grammar is more suited for things like narration in a story and is rarely used in this fashion for normal conversations because of its impersonal style of observation. For casual conversation, it is more common to use desho, such as "Kare o tabetai desho." For polite conversations, it is normal not to make any assumptions and normal to use the yone sentence endings such as "Kare o tabetai desu ka?" or 彼を食べたいんですよね。Okay. うちに帰ったらすぐパソコンを使いたがる。使いたがる。なるほど。みんなイタリアに行きたがってるんだけど、私のこれはなんだっけ？私の予算で行けるがどうかはとても怪しい。Why is that suspicious? But it is suspicious where I can go or not in my budget? What do you mean suspicious? Suspicious? What? Like, I'm not even talking in Japanese, in English? What do you mean it's suspicious? What? That's some nonsense. Excuse me? Not even in Spanish translating it. Okay. 妻はルイ・ヴィトンのバッグを欲しがっているんだけど、そんなもん買えるわけないでしょ。It's showing signs of wanting illness. Okay. Garu is also used with to indicate a type of person that often feels such as 恥ずかしがりや one who easily feels embarrassed. 寒がりや one who easily okay. 私は寒がり屋だからミネソタでこれはなんだっけ暮らすのはつらかった日本語とか永遠に使えるけど永遠に使えるどういう意味寒がり屋とかは使いません。寒がりでいい。それはなんというか変な言い方です。どういうことですか？そういうことですか？変な言い方。そうですか？そんなこと永遠に使えるけどどういう意味どういうわかりませんすみませんとそれといらっしゃい初見者すみません失礼しました配信へようこそ日本人ですかそうですよねはいなるほど。ありがとう。日本人です。はい。確かに。はい。OK。なるほど。はい、次。俺が教えてやるよ。はい、ありがとう。助かります。Using bakari to ask as if one might do something. We just learn how to observe the emotions and feelings of others. すみません。でもこの本、英語で読みます。読んでいます。はい。日本語でちゃんと説明できません。申し訳ない。申し訳ありません。Okay, so we just learned how to observe the emotions and feelings of others by using Garu with objectives. But what about verbs? Indeed, there's a separate grammar used to express that the fact that someone else looks like they are about to do something but actually does not. Similar to the Garu grammar, this is usually not used in normal everyday. なるほど。よかったです。いいよ。続きましょう。So they look they're about to do something, but they actually do not. Similar to the Garu grammar, this is usually not used in normal everyday conversations. I've seen it several times in books and novels, but I have yet to hear this grammar in a conversation. For the regular non-past, non-negative verb, you must first conjugate the verb to the negative ending with which was covered here. Then you just attach bakari to the end of the verb. For all other conjugations, nothing else is necessary except to just add bakari to the verb. The most common verb used with this grammar is you. It is also usually used with a ni target particle attached to the end of bakari. Okay, this grammar is completely different from the bakari used to express amounts and the bakari used to express the proximity of an action. For present non-negative, conjugate the verb to the end negative form. Do I even remember the end negative form? ちょっと待ってね。So basically, instead of saying nine, you just use So iwan bakari. なるほど。行かない。行かんばかり。Okay. はい、来たことない。言わない。言わんばかり。For all other tenses, attach bakari to the end of the verb. 言わなかったばかり。Examples. ボールははい、爆発せんばかりに膨らんでいた。Well, then this is quite the example. The ball was expanded as it was going to explode. ボールは爆発せんばかりにI saw it. Seemingly like it's going to explode. 膨らんでいた。いや、膨らんでいた。Okay. あんたと関係ない。あんたとは関係ない。と言わんばかりに彼女は彼を無視していた。So she ignored him as if to say you have nothing to do with this. Okay. 昨日の喧嘩で何も言わなかったばかりに平気な顔をしている。He has a calm face as he didn't say anything during the fight yesterday. 昨日の喧嘩で昨日の喧嘩で何も言わなかったばかりに平気な顔をしている。はい、なるほど。Okay. ばかりに basically. Okay. So using meku to indicate an atmosphere or state. Why is suru becoming sen? Because we're using the negative. Whenever it's negative, you use the end form. So instead of nai, you said But for suru, it's an exception verb. Instead of shinai, it doesn't become shin, it becomes sen. In fact, yesterday, someone in my chat commented one of those different negative forms, right? That instead of using the normal standard nai, like muri shinai de ne, or something like that, they use muri setsu. So suru becomes sen. If you try to use instead of shinai, you use suru becomes setsu, kuru becomes kotsu, and everything else you replace nai with tsu. So for example, iwanai, iwazu. Yeah, it's just another type of negative in a way. I don't think it comes up very often. Zetsu and sen. Zetsu and sen. Yeah. No worries. All good. Meku. To indicate an atmosphere or state. But now you're probably thinking, okay, we've done adjectives and verbs, what about nouns? As a matter of fact, there is a similar grammar that is used usually for nouns and adjectives. It is used to indicate that something is showing the signs of a certain state. Like the guiding grammar, there is no action that indicates anything. Merely the atmosphere gives off the impression of the state. Just like the previous grammar we learned in this section, this grammar has a list of commonly used nouns such as nazo, himitsu, or hiniku. This grammar is used by simply attaching meku to the noun or non adjective. The result then becomes a regular verb. Haki-san, irashai. O genki desu ka? Mata kimi ni kite kurete arigatou. Okay, so meku, you attach it to a noun or an adjective, and then it becomes an verb. So, nazomeku, nazomekanai, nazomeita, nazomekanakata. The negative conjugations are theoretically plausible but are not likely used. The most common usage is the past tense. Meita, naruhodo. Okay. So, 紅葉が始まり、すっかり秋めいた空気になってきた。Okay. Sure. そんな謎めいた顔をされてもうまく説明できないよ。Even having that kind of puzzle look done at me. そんな謎めいた顔をされてもうまく説明できないよ。なるほど。いつも皮肉めいた言い方をしたらみんなを嫌がらせるよ。いや、嫌がらせるよ。嫌がら? Wait, what form was this again? I forget. It's not. Is it really this gara? Yagara. Is it really the form we just learned? Yagara seru yo. For a whole slew of additional real-world examples, check out the Jekai entry. It states that the grammar can be used for adverbs and other parts of speech, but none of the numerous examples show this, and even assuming it's possible, probably not practiced in reality. Is it gonna load though? I don't feel like it's gonna load. Didn't load. No. Such. Okay. So that's the grammar, I guess. Garu bakari. If anything, I feel like the most useful out of this is meku. Because I don't see myself using garu anytime soon. But something garu, not garu. Okay. 今からゆっくりノートを書きます。So showing signs of something. Go. Okay. So, guiding numbers is when you want to make an observation about how someone is feeling based on some type of sign, usually. So, can only be used with adjectives. So you can use grammar like he's acting scared. So usually used with these verbs. In this case, I will write down the list of commonly used verbs adjectives for this. Because it seems like it's being kind of specific, that sometimes it's being used with these adjectives, but with other words it's usually not used. Right. So, showing outward signs of an emotion. Okay. That's a way to put it, sure. So using got it. Okay. I mean, the first thing that comes to mind is to hate, to dislike. So basically, it's like acting like not. So it's yeah, right, which is kirai, really. Garu, as in to show that in a way, right? Or giving signs in a way that's not that. So earlier here, we had this example, it was Yagara seru yo. So we're using Yagara, so it's Yagaru on passive, Yagara, Yagara seru, Yagara sas, Yagara seru, Yagara seru yo. Mm-hmm. So the passive of this. Okay. No, hold on. Okay, so just when you want to make an observation, like even then, why would you use something, for example, oneshigaru, as in to show signs of being happy or something, when you can just say oneshiso, right? Like they kind of look happy. Like you're not making any conclusions or anything. It's just kind of what it seems to you without really taking any conclusions from any signs, right? And it's probably more polite to not assume things, I guess. You know, if I had to guess. Again, friendly reminder that this is like advanced expressions and advanced topics and things that maybe will not be used as much. The only thing that I've noticed that will be used much is like hazu, and that's it. Because it's pretty useful to know how to use hazu. But even then, it's more as a to understand than anything else. This is where you want to make an observation about how someone is feeling. Based on some signs or another. Okay. This can only be used with objectives. List of common ones actually. Yeah. Right. Ureshi and Asukashi. Is it getting loud? It is getting loud. Let's see. Kashi. Asukashi. So remove E. Nice. Got it. Making it a normal input. Okay. This grammar is also used to say very frankly what you think someone other than yourself wants. With Hoshi. Okay, or you can even go with die, right? So it also works on the hoshi. Divers. Fractions, okay. So rarely used in this fashion for normal conversations. So. アンニクランさん、お疲れ様でした。見に来てくれてありがとうございます。Yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it. The help as well with the kanji and stuff. We struggled, but hey, we somehow managed. And yeah, see you around. Take care. Bye-bye. Thank you. There you go. So let's put like 2 examples, I guess. I'm not even gonna bother with the yeah thing. I'm not even gonna bother. It's そむがり屋のことは書きません。私のノートに。何を恥ずかしがっているの？I messed up. Oh well. しかし I'm just gonna start over again. It's such a bad example. I really hate doing that. I already made 2 mistakes that were really hard to fix. 恥ずかしがっている。So, what are you acting all embarrassed for? So to show dislike or to hate, basically. Someone shows signs of dislike to you, they just basically, you might as well take that as they hate you. because they dislike you to the extent that they won't actually show it. みんなイタリアに行きたがってるんだけど、行きたがってるんだけど、I'll just use the first one, I guess. Well, this looks like already more than a soap. パソコンを使いたがる。次 Makari to ask us if one might do something. As if one might do something. Okay. So no. God damn it. Is learn how to serve the emotions and feelings using So there's a separate grammar to express the fact that someone else looks like they're about to do something but actually does not. Usually not used in normal everyday conversations, but you have seen it in several times in books and novels. Does the same apply to Meku? Oh, well, it has a couple of maybe used with nouns. Okay. Usually not for everyday conversations. Just to express someone might do something. Someone else looks like they're about to do something, but they do not. Okay. So basically, for negative, you put it to the N negative. For everything else, you just touch Pakari. So for negative, it must be on N form. So 9 just gets into N. I'm not gonna have enough space. There is similar grammar used for nouns and adjectives. Okay. Let me put an example here. And then I think we can fit it in on the page somehow or another. Not too confident though. Indicate an atmosphere of a state. Make same as before, but just attach meku to the noun and adjective. Okay. So I have a space for like 2 examples and that's it. I kind of like this third example. No. 喧嘩で何も言わなかったばかりに平かな顔をしている。している。 And finally,そんな夏をめいたそうでした出したあYeah, sure. Let's put example 2. Actually, example 1 is probably better. What verbs do I even use? まず、秘密、皮肉。そう、皮肉、秘密。Yeah, I don't have the space. It's the problem. I read the second example, I guess. Because I do need to get used to some passive. So, 夏をめいたされてもされてもされてもOkay. I somehow managed to fit it in here, not very pretty though. Put a note. Usually in past. Not negative. Not my previous notes, but you know, they will do. Right. ということで、今日の配信を終わりたいと思います。お疲れ様でした、皆さん。Yeah, I think I'm just gonna end the stream. I'm tired. Yeah, I'm not gonna be doing any host or any host とかしません。今日は、はい、すみません。Yeah, thanks for watching, thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it and have a nice day. はい、お疲れ様でした。皆さん、またね。